bruises hidden under pearl skin, painted heartbreak in champagne tones so no one sees me spin. They clap when I look perfect, never ask what that costs. I stitch my wounds in velvet, wore my bleeding like it's gloss. I walk like I'm untouchable, but you don't feel a tremble. Perfume masking scars that I never got to mend. Well, everybody loves a girl who suffers quiet, pretty sweet. Glass lungs breathing crystal dust, shaking underneath. I dress my damage like designer lace, and no one knows its pain. Every tremor tucked in gold, every tear disguised as rain. They love the way I sparkle, but they never felt the burn. I swallowed every storm until the thunder learned to turn. They only praise what nearly killed me. Call it strength, call it divine. You see the shine not where it rips me. You see the mask, I pay the fine. Trauma looks good on me. Oh, I'll make pain look like heaven. Wear my heart break like a tour. Angel bleeding in silk and resin. Turn my sorrow into diamonds. Crown of wounds, but I still breathe. If suffering's an altar, then I'm dressed like royalty. Trauma looks good on me, even when it's killing me softly. I've been praised for my survival, like surviving was a choice. Like I didn't crawl through fire just to keep a quiet voice. They frame my tears in silver, call it poetry and grace. But they never tasted nights where I drown inside my face. I'm a masterpiece of breaking every fracture polished clean. I learned to bleed inside and built a palace from the unseen. My ribs are wings of porcelain, my veins are threads of gold. I glitter through the agony they never will behold. They envy how I blossom every time life cuts me deeper. Flowers born of brutal storms don't always learn to sleep. I smile like something holy, but my faith is stitched with glass. Every miracle they worship came from pain I couldn't pass. Every crown I ever earned came from roaring in the dark. Every compliment they whispered pressed like salt into the mark. Trauma looks good on me. Turn my crying into glamour. Every scar a work of art. Silent strength in every manner. Turn my heartbreak into halos. Even angels sometimes bleed. If survival is a canvas, then I painted mine in need. Trauma looks good on me, even when I barely breathe. Don't call it beauty, call it war. A battlefield in silk and gold. Every bruise a quiet anthem, every shaking breath control. Don't call it grace unless you've carried nightmares sewn beneath your skin. Don't call me strong like I chose torment, like I begged to learn to swim. You love the girl who never shatters in the places you can see. But darling, even diamonds fracture when the pressure's meant to bleed. I made tragedy seductive just to feel like I belonged. I made hurt my favorite outfit. Now they say I look so strong. But strength is not a ribbon for the ones who stay alive. Sometimes strength is simply breathing when your soul won't even right. Trauma looks good on me, but I am tired of the fashion. Let my tears fall without polish. Let me break without a caption. Turn these diamonds back to raindrops. Let my bones remember peace. If beauty means I must be hurting, then I want to be released. Trauma look good on me, but I deserve a softer dream. Maybe one day they will love me when my suffering is gone. When I smile without a tremor, when I live without the dawn of another war inside me. When soft never feels like loss. Trauma look good on me, but peace fits better like a cross. And I'll wear healing like a sunrise, untouched skin beneath the gloss. I cried in the mirror again, quiet as lace on porcelain skin. Breath held like a secret funeral, trembling where no one has been. The tiles held on my shaking, cold floor kissing my knees. I whispered prayers to mascara stains, like rosaries in defeat. The world outside kept glowing, champagne, laughter, flashing shots. They'd never guess the girl who's shining carries pain they long forgot. I call it elegance, they call it effortless, but there's a war behind my lashes every time I look my best. I powdered over heartbreak like it never dared to bruise, pressed foundation on the cracks in places sorrow likes to fuse. Smiley said you look amazing, and I nodded through the ache, because beauty is the armor for hearts that never break, at least not where they can see. My tears don't fall past eyeliner. I've trained the oceans to behave. If strength means never drowning, then I learn to drown in grace. I'm mascara proof, baby. Even when the world hurts me cruel, I break like crystal in quiet rooms, then walk out polished, calm and cool. If I'm crying, you'll never see it. I'm a thunderstorm behind perfume. They call me perfect, call me steady. They don't know what I've been through. I'm mascara proof. It's not magic, it's survival I outgrew. I mastered every bathroom ritual, fix the lashes, breathe, reset. Pat the salt from crying gently, never let mascara sweat. There's poetry in eyelashes heavy, from battles they never tell. There's grace in wiping heartbreak softly, like the sky wiping tears from hell. And when I re-enter lights and chatter, I flow like I never broke, but the ghosts of all my trembling cling to me like whispered smoke. They say you look so flawless, yeah, flawless, like a girl who learned that softness is a sin in places where pain has never burned. They worship how I never falter. to beauty I control, but they never held the version who was swallowing her soul. I'm mascara proof, darling. I turn heartbreak into shine. No one knows the nights I folded just to say that I was fine. If I sobbed in all this glitter, they still swear I'm tragedy proof. I don't cry, I crystallize. My tears dry clean and bullet smooth. I'm mascara proof. But God, I miss the truth. Let me fall without the shimmer. Let me cry like I am free. Let the makeup melt like honesty. Let the world stop looking at me. Perfection is a lonely mirror. Glamour is a heavy crown. I want a life where love is gentle, where tears don't mean I drown. What if beauty was an armor? What if softness didn't sting? What if crying wasn't weakness, but a sacred human thing? I don't want applause for bleeding quietly. I don't want praise for hiding storms. I want arms that hold my shaking, not rooms that cheer how well I perform. I'm mascara proof, but tired of strength that feels like prison walls of diamonds pressed to eyelids, of pretending tears don't fall. If beauty wants my suffering, then maybe beauty isn't truth. Let me smear the lines I painted. Let me be undone, uncouth. One day I'll cry like thunder, not like velvet on my cheek. But tonight I'll fix my lashes, fragile, flawless, bittersweet. I'm mascara proof. Yet longing to be weak. Wipe the mirror, breathe in silence. Pick the crown up from the sink. I don't choose this kind of glory, but they love me when I don't blink. So I walk out, glow insanely, with a smile I barely feel. They see beauty, never knowing that behind it lies what's real. Mascara proof. But one day I'll let it spill. I was born with paper wings and a heartbeat made of lace, too tender for a world that loves to bruise a gentle face. They dressed me up in innocence, told me purity was grace, but never warned that holy things get shattered out of place. I learned to breathe in whispers, to walk quiet, never shake, to hold my softness like a secret, like a promise I could break. There's a halo in my history, but there's ache inside my bones. I was raised to shine in silence, not to bleed where I am known. They praise the way I glow like dawn, but morning hurts to make. It's built from dreams that almost died and nights I couldn't fake. I've held storms beneath my eyelids, I've drowned in velvet grief, I've stitched tears into lullabies just to find a small relief. They think heaven means unbroken, that angels never fall apart, but wings are made of fragile things, and holiness can scar a heart. I'm fragile like heaven, soft as prayers through trembling lips. I break in holy silence, golden cracks on fingers. heartbreak. I've bitten roses just to feel something sweeter than my fear. I've kissed ghosts of every heartbreak that refused to disappear. I've held hands with all my shadows, let them sleep beside my doubt. You can't tell if someone's holding when they never let it out. I pray love would be salvation, but it asked me for a crown. It put lilies on my bruises, told me never fall, don't drown. I wore purity like armor, like the world would treat me kind. But kindness rarely shelters girls with sunlight in their mind. I am tender not by weakness, I am open by design. But the softest hearts grow thorns when pushed against the line. And if goodness should feel weightless, why do halos choke like chains? Why do wings burn in the fire just to teach us about pain? They want grace that never trembles, they want light that never cries. But heaven's full of broken angels searching for their own sunrise. I'm fragile like heaven, made of glass and quiet flame. I ache like whispered secrets, holy her with no one to blame. I drown in velvet memories, turn tears to pearls no one can see. If sacred means I must be perfect, then sacred never included me. I'm fragile like heaven, devotion isn't free. So let me fall without redemption, let me tremble without shame. Let the sky unlearn its thunder while I learn to speak my name. Let me bleed in honest colors, crimson hopes and silver doubt. Let the angels tear their feathers till the truth is pouring out. I don't need a halo's pressure, I don't need a saint's disguise. I just want a place to crumble where my softness isn't lies. If heaven needs perfection, then heaven isn't home. I'd rather be a broken girl than gold that turns to stone. I'm fragile like heaven, but heaven breaks like me. A trembling hymn of heartbreak, a choir swallowed by the sea. Don't dress my wounds in worship, don't kiss my pain like prophecy. If purity means silent suffering, then innocence is agony. Let me fall, let me feel, let me finally breathe. I'm fragile like heaven, but heaven isn't free. I'll lay down all my halos, let my wings rest on the floor. If heaven couldn't hold me gently, then I'm not going back no more. I was fragile like the sunrise, soft and breaking just to shine. But there's peace in being mortal in a heart that's only mine. If heaven needs perfection, then leave me to the earth instead. I'll build beauty out of breathing, not a crown upon my head. Fragile like heaven, and learning not to dread a life where being human is enough to love instead. I used to break in shadows, hiding tremors in my chest. Swore my sadness was a weakness, something fragile to suppress. I wiped tears in empty hallways where the world could never hear. Built a palace out of silence, turned my heartbreak into fear. They loved me most when shining, when my softness didn't bleed, when I polished every fracture like the pain was built to please. So I practiced how to shimmer while my bones were giving out, and they called that strength, called that beauty, while my soul just filled with doubt. But you can't worship someone's sparkle while ignoring how it breaks, and you can't praise someone for breathing if you never felt their aches. I held grace like it was oxygen, held composure like a vow. But there's freedom in unraveling, and I feel it coming now. I'll let the tears fall like gemstones. I earned every shining drop. If hurting made me holy, then rising makes me God. I'm crying in diamonds, every tear a jewel confession. I turn heartbreak into treasure, pain rewritten into blessing. If suffering made me shimmer, then let glory flood my eyes. I'm done breaking in the shadows, I wear truth like crystal skies. I'm crying in diamonds, and baby, that's how I rise. I carve calm out of earthquakes, stitch my ribs in silver thread, wore composure like a necklace while my spirit softly bled. People love a tragic angel, love the grace of quiet pain. They applaud the girl still smiling with a storm inside her veins. But I am not a fragile fable, not a canvas for their praise. I am thunder in a whisper, I am fire through the haze. If tenderness is warfare in a world that worships steel, then my tears are not surrender, they're a weapon I can feel. I've mistaken strength for silence, mistook breaking for disgrace. But the bravest hearts keep beating, even drowning under lace. So I'm done hiding every heartbeat, done disguising every bruise. If vulnerability is dangerous, then danger's what I choose. I'll spill diamonds from my lashes, let them scatter on the floor. Every wound becomes a jewel piece, every crack a sacred door. I'm crying in diamonds, shining pain, but it's my own. I don't crumble for approval, I don't bleed to feel known. I turn